Rice with me. Good God, let's eat.
Ladies and gentlemen, the main men, please welcome to the field, Great Britain
We have two fans with us, and we just would like to ask you just a few questions about the game and the awareness of British American football today. How did you get to hear about the game today?
We got to hear about it through the GB under-17 squad. They got here complimentary tickets for this today. We paid and came in, but the team got in through the GB setup because we're not local from here. We've travelled up from Kent.
I'm not letting you pass now, because I'm going to have to talk to you.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to have to talk to you about your affiliation to this British American football. Who are you? What's your name?
I'm the Lion's wife.
So do I call you Lioness?
Sure, I'll take that.
Okay, so Miss Lioness, how are you, apart from Mr. Lion, do you follow American football? Do you play the sport?
I follow American football. I follow the Lions team, which is Nottingham Caesars.
Okay.
And Nottingham Caesars, I hope they don't mind me saying this, but they won't. They think I'm the true captain.
Oh, okay.
Although the captain, which is now the Lion,
Right.
has retired now. So he's moving on to better things, which is the mascot, clearly.
Right. Okay, so do you play?
No, I played one season.
What position did you play?
I played cornerback for
Okay.
Derby Braves.
Nice.
I wanted to learn the game so I could get involved. So I knew what was going on when I was watching my husband, but I was too nice.
Okay.
I was shouted at by my coaches. I tripped someone over by accident, which is great, for the game. And I'll turn around and be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I tripped you up. And they're like, no, what are you doing? Keep going.
So the ladies GB program is very successful. As I'm sure you know, they got to the finals.
Yes,
I think it was
they're great.
2022 it was, and they only lost to the Americans. So I'm sure you must be very proud about that. But just spinning back round to this game, how do you think that the men are doing?
You know what? I think they're doing well. I feel like the guy that I've been watching so far is Junior. So he's playing in number 11, I think, and he's doing so good.
Yeah, he's a corner.
Yes, he's doing great.
This is his only second cap for playing for Great Britain.
Amazing.
One of them.
Yeah, Junior. I mean, that's who I'm watching in this game.
Hey, Junior, you got a fan.
Will Hobbs' wife. I'm a fan of Junior in this game. He's a baller. So yeah.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, nice to meet you guys.
Appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the game.
Yes, thank you so much.
We have a parent of a football player, and I'd just like to ask you a couple of questions about the game, and your awareness of the game. So when did you get introduced to American football, and how did you get introduced to American football?
I got introduced due to my son Xavier,
It's your fault.
he's 11, and he became obsessed with NFL.
Okay.
And so we used to watch it on the telly, and then he wanted to play.
Right. Okay. So you play. So who do you play for now? Northant Stars.
The extra point is good.
Ducks. Okay. And what
Germany 35, Great Britain 3, third quarter.
And what positions do you play?
Receiver and centre.
Receiver and
Cornerback.
cornerback. There you go. So which one do you prefer? It's receiver.
Great Britain received this kick-off, 4.5 minutes remaining in this third quarter.
So okay, so as a concerned parent, are you like worried about injuries at all? Are you worried about the safety of the game at all?
Not really, because at the moment he's playing tag,
Yeah.
and so it's safe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rory, the GB line
The
down the
time
front
that he
there. Let's
does
go
go
behind him and
into
support
NFL,
GB.
he would have spent quite a lot of hours in the gym, and he would have learned all about fitness and how to look after himself.
So what's your thoughts on the game at the moment? Yes, unfortunately, we can see that the GB team are losing 35-3. But what's your impression of the game?
Do you know what? I've really enjoyed today coming out and doing this. I was dragged along because obviously he was going to do his little bit for the Ducks at half time.
He looks like a strong lad too.
With the carry down flag on the play.
I have to say, I would come and watch him again
Good.
if I knew where to go and watch him again. I didn't even know it was a thing that we could go and watch GB.
Right. So that's a very, that leads me to my next question, because my next question is around the awareness of the sport in the country. I mean, how, if it wasn't for your son, I mean, how would you hear about things like this? How would you hear about British American football?
The only time I've ever heard anyone talk about Great Britain is friends of ours. Their son used to play for a team in London.
Yes.
And he was grown up and he would go there. But apart from that, I've never heard anybody else mention American football in the UK.
Yeah, it's unfortunately it has been a bit of a problem with regards to publicising the British game, and you know, for platforms like this is what we are trying to do. We're trying to raise the awareness of the British game to the British public, so we can come out and support our teams in our local communities.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not aware of what the process is and how many teams and if there's a league in the UK. So if I knew that there was a league, you know, like Zave does basketball as well. So we watch the basketball teams that are in the Premier, and then we know when they go and play for the UK. But I don't know any teams that do NFL, that play in a team that are in GB. So when we first got here, I went and got a brochure, one of the flyer things, because I didn't have a clue who was playing. And I thought that when I got it, I would see the players and where they played, so that I could say to Xavier, look, these are the teams that play in a league. But even in the brochure, it just says their surnames. It doesn't tell me anything about the players, who they normally play with. And so I can't, in my head, go, okay, so Johnson, he plays for GB, but who does he train with normally before he plays with GB?
Who's his club team, etc.
Yeah,
we get it. And this is one of the reasons why we want to have these conversations, because we've got to feed this information back to BAFA. You know, I'd like to think that they understand that they need to do a better job of advertising this sport, you know, to the country.
If there was a more region team that somebody in GP played for, then we'd go and watch them regularly, because then Xavier would know that's the team I want to get into, so that I can then move up the chain. But we don't know other teams.
Christian Strong with keeping the ball there.
Well, you'll be surprised that there's like 60 to 80 teams in this country alone.
Okay, well, I'm oblivious to any of them.
Yeah,
you need to educate me and tell me.
I purely sympathise with you, because you know you are probably in the same position as many of thousands and hundreds of thousands of fans.
There was 30 children from the Ducks, Northampton Ducks today, that came, and they probably all support an NFL American team, because they're not aware of any of them in the UK. So you've got 30, and normally on a good day at training there could be 100 kids.
Reception,
Can you imagine if them 100 kids knew about local teams?
Yes, 100%.
They would all be aspiring to be in them teams when they got older, because they're not going to play tag football forever. They're doing tag football because they want to get in the NFL.
Do you want to come and work for Ballaz In Da Middle? Because you are absolutely a star. Thank you very much for your feedback. Absolutely brilliant.
That was amazing.
Listen, man, Ballaz In Da Middle. at a GB game with the head coach, Max von Bonnier.
No, not the head coach. You're the head coach. I'm not the head coach.
What are you?
Juan Fatah is the head coach.
Juan
is the head coach. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just a coach.
Just a coach.
I'm just a coach.
So just to let everyone know, we go way back. We played back in Hamburg.
Yeah.
Massive football team, German football team back in the day. Just a few questions, man. I mean, coming into this game, how did the German team prepare for coming into this game today, man?
Oh, we had absolutely no clue what to expect.
Really?
So our last game was 7 years ago. Our last IFAF game was even 10 years ago, last tournament.
Right.
So we just tried to get the strongest guys, the best guys together. Had one big camp and then another walkthrough, and then we were like, okay, let's see what happens.
Really?
Yeah, and you saw in the beginning, that we had a little, communication problems. Only 10 guys on the field, some false starts, but then once we got the ball rolling, we were in the game.
Got the engine going.
Yeah, we got some really, really good players that play on a really high level. They play in the GFL, they play in the ELF, two very strong leagues in Germany.
Right.
They have a lot of experience and international experience.
Yep.
And obviously, when you talk to the skill guys, so I played 11 years in the national team myself, but I wasn't that far as these guys are with 24, 25 years old. So they're really well coached and they're at a really high level, which makes our job pretty easy. So,
well, this is what I'm saying. You've got the two leagues to choose from, man.
Yeah.
You've got the GFL,
Yeah.
which is a massive, big league, and you've also got the EFL as well.
Yeah.
So having that pool of talent to choose from, you guys must be ranked number one in this competition. I know you guys came in at number 12, but realistically, I know you ain't number 12. You are definitely contenders for the actual championship.
That's what we're aiming for, but this is a long way to go. So this is the first game. What we wanted to do with our first game is just put Germany back on the map at all. Just okay, we're here. We're here.
Right.
How far we're going to take it? How far we're going to come? We take it step by step. We have Sweden next week. They won the first game, so those two teams meet in Germany. Obviously, it's a good thing for us. We have a home game now, so that's good for us. But in the end, we want to win those two games to make it to the semifinals next year, and then we will see what happens. But for now, this is what we tried to do. But we didn't know if it's going to work out.
So a game like that, Sweden against Germany in Germany. Just give me an idea. Roughly how many fans do you reckon will turn up for a game like that?
You could expect a couple thousand. I mean, because like I said, the national team didn't play for a long time. Now, especially in a pretty similar stadium, pretty similar to what we have here in Coventry. So big stands. We have some entertainment. We got live TV there. So it's going to be a really good event. And I think a lot of football fans in Germany want to see the national team again. They want to see players with Germany on their backs. So this doesn't happen. And for a lot of players who were like early 20s when we last played, they're prime. They're like mid 20s. It's over. So now they're at end 20s, so they probably play one more year and then they're out. So right now, this is a very important part for us. Put Germany back on track, back on the map, and then see how far we can go.
Max, great to see you, man.
Great to see you, my friend.
We got history, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.